something ever happened to my musical thrill, I'll go crazy. And darling, your love is just like
And now we are back with yet another special episode of the Culture's favorite podcast, where culture is celebrated and covered at a high level. You are now listening to the Culturally Organic Podcast, brought to you by Fresh and Culturally Invested LLC. Welcome back to a new episode. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share our content.
We back with another one. This 37, right? 37?
Yeah.
37. We getting up there, man. And we really would have been on 38 because we did 233, 232, 23. Shout out to the guys, they not here, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
It's Culturally Organic. You know what I'm saying? We got derailed us today.
We here.
You know what I mean? You've seen them in a couple reactions this week.
Yeah.
Or you will if we ain't dropped the reactions yet. You know what I mean? We here. It's Culturally Organic. Like, comment, and subscribe. Subscribe.
Please.
So we're gonna let you know that's what we do. That's like That's like our thing. We just start screaming subscribe at the viewers and all that. Cause
if you
they listening,
if you mess with us,
they listening. So that's what we've been doing. So
we love y'all.
We got something different for y'all.
I hate that.
But a little bit of the same vibes. We just gonna lock in for like the next 2 to 3 episodes on just NBA playoffs, and NBA related stuff, basically. So just because right now it's NBA playoffs and it's gonna be every day. So we basketball guys, sports guys. So we wanna lock in on that and just really do push our journalism. You know what I mean? That's what we've been saying in the chat. We wanna really lock in and cover stories and stuff like that and make these predictions and stuff like and really give our takes of why we feel like what we feel like. You get what I'm trying to say? So, we can start off with the message of the week, Dev.
Yeah, we gonna start with the message of the week.
Mm-hmm.
Message of the week. Pour into someone or anyone or whoever the being is. It could be a person. It could be family members. Pour into whoever that is as much as they are pouring into you. Because at the end of the day, we need support. We have support. That's what the family is for. You have friends. Support them. Be there for them. Because you don't know what anybody's going through.
Mm-hmm.
So, honestly, just be there. Be that backbone for them.
Yeah, I like that.
Everybody needs a backbone.
Basically,
you also have to have your own backbone.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So basically,
Amen.
Support those that support you. Pour into those that pour into you. Be there for those that are there for you.
For sure.
I like that. Make life easy. I'll just touch on that, like build on that. Excuse me. Make life easy. You know, like when you do things like that, life is easy because you're not questioning relationships and stuff like that. So you're right. I agree. To get further into the episode, I'll do the question of the week. So my question is, like I said, we doing sports, so I wanted to make it kind of sports related and kind of give y'all a little enlightenment on basically how sports affected me, right? So one thing about sports, you go through adversity and stuff like that. So basically, my question of the week is when you face adversity and when you go through things, like for instance, there's players right now they could be down 2 games, they could be down 1 game. When you face adversity, who are you? You get what I'm trying to say? So that's my question to y'all. Drop a comment. Let me know. For me, I'll answer. When I face adversity, I tend to go harder. I tend to stress because I care. So I start to do things that will probably benefit me to win or to succeed in whatever I'm facing. You get what I'm trying to say? So that's who I am. Sports definitely molded that in me. I learned my recipe from sports. Even with this, like we sit down about a couple times a week, whatever we do, and we chop it up, we edit it, so that's who I am, work ethic wise. And when I face adversity, for instance, CapCut had got shut down a couple weeks ago, and that's what I was editing on. So I had to learn a complete new system, and that was adversity. So for me, I could have. Oh man, what we gonna do? I don't know how to. I could have basically kind of punked out or just gave in basically to like not having the editing system that I like. You know what I'm trying to say? Because it's different systems out there, but honestly, to be honest, when I first started to use other systems, I didn't really like them. But
you got comfortable with CapCut though.
I learned how to use Adobe, so shout out to Adobe. Yeah, that's my question of the week. So who are you when you face adversity? Who are you?
For me, we brothers, so we grew up in the same household. We have
Same pedigree.
the same pedigree, same mindset, same like build up. So at the same time, I'll say this, like I say you are work like in sports for me. I think you do work hard.
For sure.
But I feel like I'm the youngest, so I gotta work hard. So like, I feel like it depends on the tiers of like in the household, honestly, because for you or for Jay.
But not even that. I get what you're saying.
Are you talking about
as like having to work hard because I touched on that?
Yeah.
To kind of like,
no.
I guess signify my like, my
yeah, no, I get
who I am like facing adversity. But I'm saying, who are you when you like so when you're under pressure? Who is that?
No, I get that. Yeah, I'm saying I was going.
Okay, you gonna be able to get my
Yeah.
full. Sorry for cutting you off.
But it's cool. Who am I when I'm facing adversity?
Yeah.
I mean, I honestly calm down. I picture what I need to figure out, and I get to it. Once I need to get something done, I'm there.
So you're a thinker.
I'm a thinker, and then because if I react first, I gotta make sure I'm doing it right.
Right.
So yeah, I got that grit too.
So you don't shut down when you face.
Nah, I try not to. I mean, at the end of the day, in society, So,
right. No, okay. I was asking. You know, we getting into this. How you feel, D-Rel? How you feel about that? Who are you when you face adversity?
A problem solver.
A problem. Okay. So you think you figure out the problem?
Yeah.
That's your reaction to adversity.
Yeah.
Try to figure out a solution.
On cue.
Spilled milk is spilled milk.
Spilled milk is spilled milk. I gotta get through it.
Okay. All right. So let us know, man. Who are you when you face adversity? And the message that we like Dev said, pours into you, and so on and so forth. We're gonna get straight into the NBA. So NBA playoffs. We hit Orlando is smacking Atlanta right now. So it looks like Orlando is gonna be the 7th seed, right? So Atlanta will have to play the winner between the Bulls and the Heat, which they could potentially lose again. Like I said prior to being on camera, I think the Hawks, they got a tricky like young team, so they had the chance to get knocked off, and they and they was actually in a good position where they could have locked in and been 7th seed. But now I feel like if they lose this one, they could potentially lose the next one because they're playing a team that's gonna get a win. Yeah. Regardless, and the Bulls is dangerous. If the Bulls beat the Heat, they're losing. The Hawks is losing. I promise you that. Yeah. The Bulls is dangerous. They got Josh Giddey, Kobe White. He's on fire right now. Vujicic. They got a nice little squad over there. They got enough to beat them.
Together.
They got enough to beat them.
Yeah.
So all right, but yeah, let's get into the. Then you got the Warriors on the other side, playing wise. That game comes on next. Denver versus Memphis. The Warriors just lost to the Clippers as well.
So did they go up? They
went
down. They went down.
Yeah, they went down. So now they got to play for 7 and 8. If they win today, they're 7. If they lose, they play the winner of 9 and 10, which would be the winner of the Kings and the Mavericks. I think they're gonna beat either 7 or 8 regardless. I don't think they're gonna lose 2 games in a row.
Yeah, I don't think so.
So that's what I feel for the Warriors. But are they beating the Grizzlies? Ja Morant.
It's possible, but I don't think so.
You don't think they beat in Memphis? You think Memphis gonna beat the Warriors?
I'm going Memphis.
Okay. I think the Warriors are gonna beat them. I think they upset about that loss to the Clippers, and they got a point to prove tonight, so they're gonna win that game.
I think they're gonna take it too.
Yeah, I think they're gonna win that game.
I don't care what y'all saying.
I don't think they're gonna let 2 get off. Shout out to James Harden and the Clippers though. They definitely clinched. Okay, shout out Ja. We're gonna talk about that too. I got that on the report. I just want to jump to shout out James Harden. My son never missed a playoff, and he just knocked off the Warriors and clinched for 6 seed, so he don't gotta play in the play-in.
That's tough.
Or maybe 5th. I don't even know. Matter of fact, let me double check. I got it right here actually. Actually, he for 5th. Excuse me.
For 5th.
The Timberwolves is 6th in the West.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Cause Braun playing them, right?
Yeah. So it's getting interesting. It's getting interesting. The play-in is about to get tricky. I definitely got the Warriors and the Grizzlies though locking in. But it's funny because I think the Warriors are gonna beat the Grizzlies tonight, right? And then I think the Grizzlies is gonna beat whoever wins the other game, the game between the Mavericks and the Kings. Only way they don't win is the Kings knock off. If the Grizzlies lose, then they lose again to the Kings. Like the Kings got like Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan, Domantas Sabonis. They got a nice little squad over there too.
Depends on how Ja play.
It do. It do. No, it really depends on what's my man name? The forward.
On the Grizzlies?
Yeah, the Grizzlies. He played
He the forward or something?
Nah, he the forward. What's his name? He's like one of the best. He's second best.
I know he.
Let's look it up.
Oh.
Jaren Jackson. Jackson Jr. Jaren Jackson Jr. I'm bugging. I don't know why I couldn't think of that. My fault, y'all. But yeah, nah. He got to play good. That's who has to play good. Jaren Jackson Jr. has to play good. Desmond Bain got to play good. Ja is gonna be Ja.
Yeah.
They gotta play good for them to win. You know what I mean? Zach Edey gotta play good. Who you got between? I got the Bulls. I ain't gonna talk about that. Bulls and the Heat.
Bulls all the way.
Yeah.
Bulls gonna beat them. They on fire. So on
Bulls definitely.
on the East, I got the Magic and I got the Bulls. So we can talk about the playoffs like that. For me, on the other side, I got
Magic and the Bulls.
Yeah, I got on the other side. I got the Warriors for 7th, and I got Memphis for 8th. So Memphis getting knocked off first round by OKC. That's done. That's done. Warriors Rockets. That might go to Game 7 first round. I don't know. I might give it the Warriors because of the experience. Warriors get out of that. They will play.
They'll play. When they play out of Braun and
They will play 3 and 6. They will probably play Lakers. I think the Lakers. Who do you think, the Lakers or?
I think the Lakers.
Lakers. I got the Lakers beating Timberwolves.
Yeah.
I got the Lakers beating Timberwolves. Play defense though, so that's gonna be a good series.
Yeah.
Don't sleep on that series now.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a great series. That might go 6-7. That's a great series. Who you got for Nuggets? Nuggets Clippers. Nuggets, okay. That might be a good series too. Don't sleep on that series. You got Kawhi, you got James Harden. He might knock them off early. But I ain't gonna front. Nuggets is on the road, so I'm gonna give it to Nuggets too. So one will play 4. So I got OKC will play the Nuggets. Who you got? OKC Nuggets.
OKC.
Okay. That's tough. I kind of got the Nuggets in that one. 7 games, I got the Nuggets.
It depends. I feel like it depends on how many games they play. Like because
they going to 7.
4 and 5 is going to 7.
They going to 7.
The Nuggets and
Clippers
is going to 7.
Yeah, so you think that? So you saying the Nuggets are gonna come in tight?
Yeah.
Against OKC.
They better hold.
OKC might sweep the AFC or 5 game. I don't know. I got the Nuggets winning that in 7. How you feel about Lakers and Warriors?
Lakers, Warriors.
If that matchup happened.
Who's gonna go Luka?
Who's gonna go Steph?
That's true.
Jimmy gonna go Luka.
Who's gonna go Braun?
Draymond. You laughing, but
I'm
beat them
not.
before
No,
the
I'm not
championship.
saying. I'm not laughing
I'm just-
like that.
I mean,
but I'm
come on.
saying on the aspect of
Mhm.
they.
He might get in foul trouble a couple
too.
games like that.
So like they got who's the Warriors bigs? Looney?
No, they got Looney. They got Kuminga's back.
The Warriors big is Draymond though.
No, I didn't say that it is. I
No.
said who's the
You said that was their biggest.
No, they got Kevon Looney.
Oh.
They got Jonathan Kuminga. They got Draymond. They have
I mean
Brandon, whatever his last name is. They got Buddy Hill, I believe still. I think they got a nice. They got a decent squad. They got Gary Payton Jr.
but do the Lakers have like a defensive player?
I don't know. I might I'll give it to Lakers. I ain't gonna
I
front.
got-
I'll give it to
yeah,
Lakers.
I
Lakers,
feel like-
Lakers take that one. So Lakers versus Nuggets in the Western Conference Finals. That's it. The Western Conference Finals. Let's get to the East. Right.
Yeah, like that.
All right.
I
I'm
got that one.
biased.
Cavs versus Bulls.
Cavs versus Bulls.
Bulls might knock the Cavs off. Fuck around. Don't fuck around the East. The Bulls might knock the Cavs off.
I got
I'm telling you, because the Cavs might think it's sweet. The Bulls might get an early win. Might be 1-1, still one away, and then win 2 at home, or win 1. Now it's a 2. They might still at.
I don't
So
see
that's
them.
tricky.
I don't see the Bulls sweeping them, but I see the Bulls taking them.
I ain't gonna front. That's a great.
So y'all
that's tricky.
Only because I see
Bulls
them
and
being
7.
hungrier.
I'll take the Bulls in 7. Game 7. Bulls in 7, which they will go against the Pacers, because I don't think the Bucks is taking this. The Bucks is gonna be out first round, especially with Dame with the blood clots and blood clots, like you say, he will be out early. Playoffs.
Yeah, I don't-
That's tough. But they got enough to beat them, though. Honestly, the Bucks should still beat them, but I don't know if they will.
play
They gotta play like a
play
team.
of Giannis a little different.
Yeah, but they gotta play like a team though, because
Yeah,
the
that's
one
true.
player shit don't be working in the playoffs. So that's why I'm gonna go with Pacers. So it'll be Pacers and Bulls up there. Knicks, you know I gotta take us first
Yeah,
round.
Knicks,
We
yeah,
knocking off the Pistons. I don't want to hear all this Pistons shit. Celtics gonna win, so we will see the Celtics second round. Us versus Celtics is tough. Well, the Knicks fans, that's gonna be a tough series. Why we gotta have that second, like Eastern Conference semis? Why we can't have that in the Eastern Conference Finals?
That's why we have to be first.
I might get after the Celtics. I have to.
Nah, I got Knicks. Knicks and 7.
Knicks in 7. Fuck it, nah. Knicks in 7. I'm
Bugging,
switching.
Knicks in 7.
I'm switching.
Knicks in 7.
Knicks in 7. All right, Knicks in 7. Got the Bulls and the Pacers. I got the Bulls knocking the Pacers off again. I ain't gonna lie, the Bulls is scrappy, bro. They get in the playoffs, they dangerous. The Pacers is shaky, bro. They barely beat us last year, and we all got hurt.
And then Knicks versus Bulls, we winning it.
That part.
So
We go to the finals.
we need the finals. Let's get that.
Knicks versus Bulls.
Go
we
get
winning
that.
So
You
Knicks
need to
go
go
to
get
the
that.
finals.
Go get that.
Versus who? The Nuggets or the Lakers?
It don't matter.
Nuggets.
Nuggets.
And Nuggets going to the finals.
Nah, Lakers 7.
Lakers in 7. Lakers and Knicks in the finals.
Yeah.
That's what we got out the bracket.
Yeah, that's what I got.
I got Lakers, Nuggets. I mean, I got Nuggets, Knicks. Nuggets, Knicks in the finals, and the Nuggets might win in 6. Knicks probably get 1 and 2. Yeah, that's what I got for the bracket. Talk about Ja and what you call it, the suspension. Everybody been talking about that, like basically they've been ODing on him and letting other people rock. Everybody else doing the gun symbols and all of that stuff. And he
Nah,
can't.
word.
So I ain't really like that. I definitely want to talk on that. That's crazy. That's definitely crazy. Shout out Chris Paul. He played 82 games this season.
Nah.
Started 82 games this season. And he's 40, 39
Yeah. It's
in his 20th season.
20th season.
Word. Nah. That's that lit.
But one quick thing on jogging. I think it's based on, obviously the internet stuff with him, the guns and all.
Yeah, nah, of
but
course,
at the same
but it's
time,
still not
like,
right.
I feel like
You gotta like.
I feel like
if
it's over time. He's not doing. He's playing basketball. He's not in the mix. He's not on the internet. You don't see him pop. He's doing positive stuff.
Right.
All right, give him his time. You need to.
Yeah.
But there's.
I agree. That's why I feel like let it go. Other people sometimes stuff get let go, so let it go. He playing basketball. He in the playoffs. He in the play-in. So let it. He doing good. Let him rock. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah,
That's how I feel. I feel like something on my shirt, but whatever. Anyways, that's the camera. Yeah. My fault, y'all. You see that dot dog there? You don't see it on my shirt? Right there, on my end of that?
Yeah.
But yeah, nah, I feel like, yeah. Let them rock, let them play ball. The playoffs is going to be interesting. Everybody tune in. Shout out Chris Paul. Melo in the Hall of Fame. Well deserved.
Well deserved.
Well deserved. He didn't get his final, so he definitely deserved that.
Dwight Howard, too.
Dwight Howard, well deserved, too. Shout out to them. I feel like they definitely both are Hall of Famers for sure. Dwight got a ring, though. Melo didn't. Melo got a college ring.
Like a little shade.
Nah, like that. Nah, I ain't gonna lie. I'm a Melo fan. Jay will tell you, when Melo was on the Knicks, big Melo fan. That was my guy. Heavy, I ain't gonna lie, heavy Melo fan. I used to fuck with Melo heavy. I still do, but he's not in NBA no more, so fuck with the podcast and shit. What is it? 8 p.m. in Brooklyn or something. Time in Brooklyn, basically 6 p.m. in Brooklyn, something like that. But shout out Melo. Congrats on the Hall of Fame. Shout out Dwight. Dame, I hope you get better.
Word.
We did our final predictions. We got the Knicks and the Nuggets. If the Knicks don't take it, if the Celtics beat us, they gonna go. So
Yeah.
I got Celtics, Nuggets. If the Knicks don't go,
I'm gonna still take East. So.
yeah. But I got the Bulls. Listen to me now. The Bulls is gonna shake up shit. I'm telling y'all that right now. The Bulls is gonna shake up shit. They're gonna slide in that AFC and they're gonna probably knock off the Cavs. Don't be surprised, and then they're gonna get to that second round and go against the Pacers or go against the Bucks. And they might get out of that too. So stay tuned for the Bulls. I want to see how they play in the playoffs. Kobe White is going crazy. Like, comment, subscribe. It's Culturally Organic.
Subscribe.
Episode 37. Subscribe.
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 Subscribe.